Hi Rito, it's the 1st of May 2014. The Easter holidays were quite long. Long in the sense that I don't actually remember what happened, but let's just give it a go. My last one finished on Friday the 21st of March, which is the day that I came back to London. On the 22nd I played tennis with Sean and Luke, and on the 23rd I scheduled the rest of the holiday. The general schedule was wake up at 9 AM, have breakfast, watch some anime, do some exercise, have lunch, have a shower, and then simply work till 3 AM, go to sleep and rinse and repeat. I generally structured the schedule other than the fact that I kept going to bed later and later every day. And by the end I was going to bed around 6 AM, waking up at 12, which is just a shift. So generally I stuck to the schedule, which is not too bad. So the first 2 weeks spent at home were going over example sheet 4s and revising the Lent term topics. Other than that, I watched a lot of TV. I finished Planet, a great anime, and it's not the slice of life genre. It's not a genre I'm too familiar with, as you can tell from my previous video. Most of the anime that I watched are action orientated. However, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I like that they didn't sugarcoat a lot of the bad aspects about life, loneliness, illness, death even, but they also had a magic aspect which I wasn't too fond of. I also finished Darker Than Black. Even though I finished it during Christmas, there were some specials that I hadn't watched that I finished off during Easter. And it's a very good anime. I just think they need a season 3 to tie up all of the loose ends. The third anime that I watched, or rewatched as the case may be, is Death Note, a phenomenal anime, and somehow even better the second time around. Pretty much when I wasn't working, I was watching Death Note, which means that I finished it in about 3 days flat. I watched the most recent series of Outnumbered and hilarious show. Not as good as the original season, but still one of the best comedies out there. Speaking of which, on April 1st, I invited the guys over to watch the finale of How I Met Your Mother. I kind of liked the ending. It was definitely the correct one if you look at the first couple seasons, seeing what they were going for, though I think around after season 5 they went on a completely random tangent that was opposing the ending, but it was the correct one. I think they could have done a bit better. Back to what I actually did. On the 5th I played Diablo at Bavin's house with Bavin, Sean and Louis, and on the 6th I went to a first cousin's birthday thing. In my culture it's known as Mukiput, which literally translates to mouth rice, so take that as you will. I also edited my last video during that weekend. The last 2 weeks of the Easter holiday were almost identical in the first 2 weeks, except instead of revising the Lent term topics, I was revising the Michaelmas term topics, which I was a little bit more rusty on. Socialising wise, on Tuesday 8th, I went to Cambridge to discuss a potential Spain trip, which is not going to go ahead because my parents won't fund it. Well, I'm already going to Croatia with Patreon, so first world problems, my parents won't fund my second holiday. On Wednesday the 16th, I went to Cameron's again because he invited me for dinner, and he in fact cooked the food, which I was very impressed with, considering that the best that I could do is take things out of a can. I was just very impressed. On the Thursday of that week, I went to Serena's for a house party where all the Latimarians gathered again, and that was great fun because everyone was almost identical to how they were before, but maybe that's just what happens when you put the same people in the same environment. Either way, it was great. And then on the Saturday of that week too, I went to Cameron's yet again because he invited us for a barbecue, as well as Luke and John also turned up. And that was probably my favourite night of Easter because we just talked about old stuff, new stuff. It was just great to hang out with the guys. TV wise, I cut down quite a bit. I only watched Guilty Crown, and even then I haven't finished the second season. I've got about 5 episodes left. I also finished the film Pursuit of Happiness, which I would recommend to everyone. It's weird though, now I think about it, I actually did quite a lot over the Easter holiday. I even started playing the piano again and got back to a decent standard. I even started watching Pokemon Wi-Fi battles again, the new Gen 6 stuff, but it was good for my nostalgia from 7 years ago from watching the Gen 4 battles. And so on the 20th I came back to Cambridge, and all I've done is pretty much just work and do some socialising. Most of the socialisation occurs straight after dinner or during dinner because everyone's already gathered and you can just talk then. Non-dinner socialisation, all I've done is play squash last Thursday. I'm gonna play squash this Thursday. Most of the sports and stuff have slowed down a bit, so that's the only one that's consistently going on. Last Wednesday, I went to Cindy straight after formal, which was quite fun. And on this Tuesday, I went to Cindy's again, which was even better fun because I was quite drunk. And from what I can remember, it was great. Other than that, it's going to be work, and more work, because my exams are now in exactly 4 weeks. So, yeah. Adrito, I'll probably see you post-exams. Oh yeah, and this video is about, 4 days late, and I probably won't be uploading a video till my exams finish. So, yeah. I'm 2 videos down. I might be able to upload 1 video in between. Let's just see how it goes.